Hello, everyone. Thank you for participating today. My name is Kaleigh Rios. I will be your moderator for Rock the Vote. The information gathered from this focus group today will be used to help Rock the Vote understand the views of Rock the Vote and what motivates college students when it comes to voting. Rock the Vote will then use this data to help shape and create a new campaign. This Zoom session will be recorded to analyze the answers that are provided from discussion. During this discussion, you play the main role. I will moderate the group, but ultimately it is your opinion that matters. Please speak your truth, as your name will remain anonymous. Please keep your microphone muted until others have fully finished talking. However, with that said, please speak up if you agree or disagree with the statement. Just be polite when doing so. You'll start with a quick icebreaker to break the silence and get to know each other a bit. Will everyone please tell me your name, your major, and if you're registered to vote?
My name is Haley. I am an advertising major, and yes, I'm registered to vote.
Hi, I'm Lindsey. My major is advertising and mass communications, and yes, I'm registered to vote.
My name is Victoria. My major is advertising, and I'm registered to vote.
My name is Austin. My major is advertising with minor in business administration. Yes, I'm registered to vote.
Okay, so now we will start off with a series of open-ended questions. So first, I'm going to start off with this first question, which is, do you think your vote will make a difference? And I'm going to start with Haley.
Yes, I believe that my vote will make a difference for my own sake. And when I say that I made a difference, I can say I voted.
Okay. And then Chase?
Definitely, kind of like what Haley was saying, as long as you're participating, your vote should count towards something.
Okay, and Victoria?
I also agree that as long as you are participating, it does make a difference.
Okay, and Austin?
Yeah, I agree. As long as I can share my opinion, I feel like I accounted for something. And also, if all the people who think their vote doesn't matter, if they all voted, it would make a very big difference.
Okay, those are really good questions or answers. Okay, and the next question would be, what influences you to vote? And I'll start with Haley again.
I think what influences me to vote is just getting my opinion out there and knowing that I made a difference and put in my opinion in the election.
Okay, Chase, I'm gonna start with you.
I'd say social media has a big part. My parents play a big role too, and then just seeing both sides discuss and talk.
Okay, and then Victoria.
For me, voting is putting into practice like your personal beliefs, so that's an influence for me.
Mm-hmm. And then Austin, what do you think?
My influence is there's a lot of issues in this country, and there's not going to be any change made unless you put your opinion out there.
Good. That was really good. Okay, my next question would be, what are your thoughts about the things that were changed in the voting process due to COVID, such as voting by mail? And I'm gonna start with Haley.
I would say that voting by mail could be a very controversial topic right now, and not everyone trusts that way of voting because it could be iffy in the process, but I've never done it, so I can't really speak for that.
Okay, and then Chase, what do you think?
While I agree with Haley, I also can think that due to COVID, it does make the voters feel safe not being in public.
Yes. Okay, Victoria, what do you think?
Before COVID, I have actually voted by mail and I didn't have any issues. And people have been using it in the past. And like more recently, I voted locally, and due to COVID, it was a longer process to vote in person. So voting by mail could be beneficial.
And how would you explain your experience voting by mail rather than in person? Like, would you rather it change to that, or do you think like it's better in a way? Do you think that it's gonna be like a thing after COVID?
I think that it was like really straightforward and easy to do. It didn't take much time, so I guess having that option available could be like a really good thing.
Yeah. Okay. And then Austin, what are your thoughts about the changes in the voting process due to COVID?
I think it was completely necessary to make these changes due to safety, because you won't get a lot of older people or just immunocompromised people out there due to COVID, without giving them a mail-in option. And to me, that's voter suppression.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what y'all's answers were. So for the next question, it is, what feelings come up when you think about voting? And I'll start with Haley again.
I believe some feelings that come up when you think about voting is stress and pressure from your peers and family members to vote the way they vote. But ultimately, I think you should just follow what you believe in the most and vote that way.
Okay, Chase, what are your feelings about voting?
I'd also say pressure. Voting is a big part of our lives and a big topic to talk about. It's also nerve-wracking to see who comes out on top and becomes president.
I agree. And Victoria, what are your
I agree that there's also like stress that comes with like uncertainty because you don't really know for sure how things will turn out.
I agree. And then Austin.
I'm a little bit nervous just because it's my first presidential election, but that also makes me excited to do it too.
I know there's a lot of people that this is their first time even voting now, and it's definitely going to make a difference if we, and beneficial if they go and vote. So for my next question, it'll be, do you think Rock the Vote is beneficial? And Haley, I'll start with you.
Yes, I believe that Rock the Vote is beneficial because people are not always focused on getting people at our age to vote. So I think it's a good cause to get people involved.
Okay, and then Chase.
Yes, because they're trying, Rock the Vote's trying to get young people to vote, and young voters are becoming a big impact when it comes to voting.
I agree. And then Victoria.
Yeah, I agree. And like more of our lives ahead of us, it's going to be like affected by whoever is in power.
I'm so sorry, you cut out for like 1 second. Do you think you could just restate what you said?
Yeah, historically, young people don't turn out to vote as much as like older people do, even though we make up a good portion of the population. And whoever is in power is going to make a bigger difference, like on our lives, since we just have more years ahead of us than older people.
Yeah, I agree. And then Austin, do you think Rock the Vote is beneficial?
I think that any program that gets more people to vote is beneficial because 48% of eligible voters did not vote in the presidential election, and who knows what kind of difference that could have made. And I know for a fact that a lot of college-aged people were in that 48% that didn't vote.
Yes. Okay, so now we're going to start with 2 focus group activities. So the first one, these activities should be, what's it called? So the first one's called word association, and we'll play a word association game to gather the ideas and opinions of the focus group. So for this one, whenever I say like one word, y'all will just say like another word that pops into your head whenever you think of the first word, okay? So the first word will be voting. So Haley, what word comes into your head when you think of voting?
Involved in using your voice.
Good. All right, Chase.
Social media.
Victoria.
Participation.
And Austin.
Change.
Okay, and then my next word will be leader. Haley, I'll start with you again.
Responsible.
Okay, and Chase.
Intelligent.
Cooperation.
Okay, Victoria. And Austin. Austin, what do you think about when I think of leader?
Strong.
And so then my third word will be presidency. Haley, we'll start with you again.
A leader.
Okay, and Chase.
Nation's leader.
Okay, Victoria.
Power.
And Austin.
Laws.
Those are really good. Okay, and the next word will be healthcare. Haley.
Benefits.
Okay, and Chase.
Everyone.
Victoria.
Insurance.
And Austin.
Expensive.
Okay, my last one will be the word COVID. Haley.
Pandemic.
Chase.
Social distancing.
Victoria.
Masks.
And Austin.
Canceled events.
Yep, I definitely think that all of those words that y'all said have, an impact on the first words. But now we'll start with another activity, which is going to be voting. So as a group, we will vote. So what do y'all think will positively influence the younger generation to get out and vote? So first, we have convenient polling places. So the first convenient, so what do y'all think about convenient polling places as a voting place?
I think having like voting be convenient just encourages more people to vote since it's not, I guess, like taking away much from like their daily routine.
Does anybody else want to have an input on that?
I completely agree with that. I think if there were more places to vote on campus and just around San Marcos area, it would encourage a lot more college students to go vote.
Okay, and also another positive influence would be how celebrity encouragement. What do y'all think are some ways that celebrities encourage people to vote?
I think people really look up to celebrities in a sense and try to follow what their voice is out there. So I think that's a good way for celebrities to use their voice and platform is to get people to vote and get involved in the election.
Okay, well, that was it for our little group session. I hope y'all got everything, or if you haven't voted, maybe it'll help you find reasons to vote. But also, voting does make a difference. So everyone should go out and vote. Does anybody else have anything to say about voting? No?
Thank you for this group session today.
Thank you.
I think we all learned a lot.
Of course. All right. Thank y'all.
All right, thank you.